Thank you, IPVI and the organizers here for giving us the privilege to come and present our initiative called Utpan in front of the industry leaders today. Quickly walking over what actually prompted us to come up with this solution is, like in any industry, agriculture and poultry industry generates a lot of data. But the biggest question that any stakeholder in the industry uses and sees is how this data can be made beneficial and more presentable to the right stakeholders at the right time. Even if the data is available in hands of some people, how we can disseminate this data to other people across the value chain so that their businesses actually grow well and the industry actually goes even better. So with this ideology in our mind, we came up with certain features in our Utpan platform, which, as Anjan mentioned, it's like an India Mart. But beyond India Mart, we wanted to bring certain other information sources as well, which should be readily available for the poultry and the stakeholders involved. So what Utpan app actually helps enable is, first, as we can see, we are able to bring the stock trend, like kind of a trend in terms of the commodity prices, daily prices for maize, soya, talking to multiple and collaborating with multiple industry leaders across India and making them available on the fingertips of users, just like in stock market. Beyond this, what we also enable is not just having the information available, but making farmers, making producers list their batches, making buyers getting connected through the platform so that the transactions can be further facilitated pan-India. At the same time, we also wanted to enable financing options, which we will just quickly walk through in next couple of slides, that how we enable financing options based on the transaction history, which is built through the platform and beyond. And at the same time, we have to make the information available, very curated, just like Google News, for the agriculture and poultry industry. So quickly walking over. Yeah. So what Utpan does and what Utpan brings to producers. The one main thing when we are actually talking to the industry experts and industry counterparts is that how they can connect to the buyers, how the contract farmers that they are under their capacity can be connected to the end buyers at the right time. What we have enabled over here is any contract company, any farmer can actually register through the Utpan app and list their batches. They can list their batches for as good as a commodity for maize, soya, broiler chicks, edible eggs, any commodity that they want to actually list, they should be able to enable in this curated platform, which is specifically for the industry. At the same time, as the farmers or the producers will have access to the price trends in their market, as we see in this industry, the market prices kind of change based on different markets. The users can actually see what is the prevailing market price in their area for the commodity or the batch they have listed. When a seller kind of approaches them or a buyer actually approaches them, they should be able to benchmark that price. So it is going to lead towards faster decision making for the sellers as well. At the same time, what we have actually brought in for buyers can actually find out relevant producers in their nearby area, relevant batches in their nearby area, based on their purchase power, based on their requirement of a certain commodity at the end time, and they can connect through the app. Now, how these things actually further help us, which is one of the biggest essence in any industry, is we have to make the financing available for the industry to grow from small to large scale or medium scale people or businesses. What Utpan is actually going to be enabling, we have created a strong network of financiers in NBFCs, MIFs, MFIs, and the banking sectors. What Utpan is going to be just enabling for people to get connected with these financiers. Through time, what this particular platform is going to enable is the transaction history, which is building here. Unlike in many industries, in e-retail, in e-commerce, as we see, B2B platforms are actually coming up. Through the transaction history, people's credit history also improves. So for down-the-line farmers, for down-the-line buyers, we can actually have a transaction history built up for them so that their credit history becomes more visible to the lenders, and they becomes customer of choice eventually for them. So with this, what we would like to conclude is, very quickly, the main objective of bringing Utpan at this point is to bring producers and buyers on one platform to provide relevant information for better decisioning and faster decisioning of the users, and at the same time enabling financing options down the line. So over to you, Anjan. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Ankitha, for giving the insights about the MyPets and its functions and features. And this Utpan app we have developed with an objective that in the poultry sector, I keep saying that like we have mastered in our production performances. We have been talking about 1:1, we have been talking about 1.2:1, and we are one of the leading number in terms of the performance production sites in the poultry industry in India. But when it comes to the point of marketing, when it comes to the point of selling, when it comes to the displaying our products in a competitive price, we mostly lack because of the erratic way of having data, or sometimes even not having proper set of data. So keeping that in mind, we have tried our best to put across the things in this single app platform, wherein this poultry industry can be beneficiaries, and also around the sectors, tomorrow whosoever is like even the contract farmers, when the maize growers, soya growers, the broiler hatching egg sellers, chick sellers, all segment of poultry operators, I believe should be benefited with the app. And once again, I thank you IVPI and the organizers for providing us this platform to share about Utpan to all of you, and thank you so much for sparing your time with us. Thank you.